Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, May 31st, 2025. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out with different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenges giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome, great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. Okay, so we are winding down a couple things here in the game. So again, this is the second week for the alien invaders here in town, the Invaders from Beyond event. And of course, that will end this coming Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. And what also comes to an end is the current Season 20 Season Pass, as this coming Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025 will be a brand new Season 21, as well as brand new scoreboard. So I highly recommend whatever level you are at in the scoreboard and whatever tickets that you have, hard-earned tickets that you earned, I recommend using them because those tickets do not transfer over to the next season, so FYI there. Alright, we are almost on top of the hour. We do have a few minutes to spare before that happens, so let's take a look here. Let's go ahead. We're going to re-roll this daily ops here and see what we get. Scrap 20% oil, perfect. Alright. Let's take a look at this one here first. Build turrets or traps in a workshop or camp 3. So you can go ahead and claim any workshop in the map will work. The one closest to you, your favorite one, whatever you want to do. Once when you claim it, you'll be able to build your turrets or traps. We're just going to build it right here in our camp. And again, if you don't plan on keeping it, I recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, and then you can just kind of scrap them. Alright, so let's kind of head outside here so I don't accidentally scrap this prefab here. Let's go to our build menu. And go down here to turrets and traps. Now, I don't really recommend building turrets, especially if you don't plan on keeping them, because they do require some resources that you may or may not have. But if you go down the little list here, I know these punji boards, you learn these very early on in game. You get them for fairly cheap in players' vendors when you find them. And again, it doesn't matter what size, they do require the same requirements. So 4 steel and 8 wood for each one. So we're just going to go ahead and build 3 of these bad boys. Just like that. And again, I do have a player-friendly camp, so I like to kind of have the stuff around. And I'm just going to scrap them. Now, when you do scrap them, you do get half of the resources that you use to create them. And again, if you do plan on keeping it, there's nothing wrong with that either. Alright, let's see what's next here. Craft or scrap a melee weapon 5. Alright, so again, we can find melee weapons in many great spots in around the wasteland. I find even down here through Flatwood's a pretty good spot for some melee weapons just kind of laying around. The cultists here at Point Pleasant, I find they do have melee weapons on them, as well as the cultists here in Oregon Cave. The super mutants here in the north kind of will look out, as well as the guys down here in Newgad, the super mutants. They will have usually some boards on them, so melee weapons. And even the Scorch that are up here, I find at Morgantown Airport. That's a pretty decent spot too, for those guys who will have melee weapons. Now, if you're a returning player and you haven't played for, let's say, 8 months or so, you will notice that the drop rate for weapons and armor has been reduced, right? So it's a big shock if you haven't played for a while. And I know for myself, it took me a little while to get used to it. But again, if you do notice your drop rate for weapons and armor is not there, it's nothing wrong with your game. It's just the way the game's set up now. Now, for this particular challenge, I recommend just building a couple of these weapons and then scrapping them at any weapons workbench. That's what I usually recommend here. Let's go ahead. We're going to go craft here. And if we go the blunt melee weapon, these boards here, you learn these very early on in the game, and these are usually my go-to for these particular challenges, just to kind of show off what they look like. Again, you can kind of craft whatever you have available to you, but as you can see, these boards you can craft right out of the vault, right at level 1, They only cost you 1 leather and 5 wood. Of course, you can find all that kind right through the forest area, right down through Flatwood, so everyone should be able to craft these things here. Let's craft 3 of them. All right, 3 for 5, and then we can back out here. And then we can scrap. We can scrap these boards that we just crafted here, just like that. And again, if you do have a little bit extra time, there's nothing wrong with playing the game and enjoying the game and go after some Scorch and Super Mutants, more so in around the forest area and those other locations that I mentioned. And you can grab some melee weapons that way and then scrap them. All right, let's see here. So we are almost on top of the hour. And we'll just kind of wait for these other ones here. We will take part in the Invaders from Beyond event, in which we have this particular daily here. Take a camera picture of an alien enemy 1. So again, when it says take a camera picture, we must use the Pro Snap Deluxe camera. If we go photo mode, it's not going to work. And the alien enemy can either be dead or alive. Now, there's 3 different type of aliens, okay? We have the guys in the power armor suits, including General Zeta. They are what's called alien invaders, okay? And then we have the little robot guys, the drones. They are considered robots. They have like the one little eye on them, all right? And they are called drones or robots. And we have alien enemy, which we have here, and those are the short, skinny guys, the toxic aliens, or just aliens, the one that we see pop up more frequently. These are the guys that we need to take a camera picture of. All right, FYI. But we'll go over that again when we're done the event. Let's go ahead and join it here. Again, I apologize for the late video. I'm just kind of getting off my 12-hour day shift here, and I just happened to get home a few minutes earlier than I usually am, like yesterday. So that's why I kind of started it a little bit earlier to get a few of these done. Let's take care of some of these Scorched here while we're here. Oh, how you doing? Alright, let's pop over here and we'll get into position. Other players here, so that's good. I noticed yesterday someone was actually standing right on top of this billboard, and I thought that was absolutely a fantastic place to kind of perch yourself there. We'll kind of stand a little bit over here, because once when that thing kind of blows up there, it kind of does affect your health a little bit. Powers up, what do you want to call it? Alright, let's check to see how many people are here. A few people are here. Some people still kind of AFK or not interested, either or. You can tell the people at their camps are AFK and they're maybe waiting for top of the hour, so we'll give it a few more minutes here. There's another Jimmy down there. Good stuff. Mutated Trooper, that's a good one. Alright, let's go ahead and start her up here. Someone else had the same idea, I think.
I am Homer, and I am broadcasting to provide remote assistance.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot up here, actually. This is fantastic.
Show themselves. Eliminating them should bring down the force fields on the brainwave siphons. While extracting brainwaves, the siphons...
A little power up there. There we go.
You may want to avoid them if you can.
Yeah, I hear ya. So again, these little small, skinny alien guys, these are the guys that we want to take a camera picture of. Guys with the little fish bowls on their head there, so to speak. Yeah, way in there. We get a Scorched over here. He wants to join in. We are a little exposed up here, though. Right there, Lieutenant Kappa. Level up, baby. Nice. Nice. That little Molotov there really hurt him. Good job, boys.
Let us move on to the next siphon. We will
We can get up here. Oh, we can. Look at that. Nice. The old jetpack's working today.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
The enemy ship is powering up their offensive systems. Watch out for missile strikes.
Make sure I have my light off here. What else do we have here for grenades? Okay. Right route. In the leg there.
Commanders are being down now.
I could get him here now. Yeah, we get him a little bit there. These guys are on fire for my weapon here. Just kind of shooting at every one of them. Oh wow, we're running out of ammo here, Jim. Wow, what's going on here, bud? I think we didn't get your fill up your ammo, Jim.
Excellent work. Now,
Excellent
focus your
work.
fire on the
Excellent
brainwave
work.
siphon.
There we go. Let's get some ammo here. A little bit of it back.
One more to go. Gather at Siphon Zeta.
Here's one guy chirping away. Chirping at us. Come on, baby. You can make it. There we go. Whiff, whiff, whiff. As long as we have a couple for General Zeta, we're good. Oh, sorry, buddy. He planted himself right in that concrete there, that guy over there. Ouch. Alright. pretty much offload everything we got into her. There we go. Take that. Direct hit. Didn't really do too much to her, though. Uh-oh.
The force field on the final siphon is down.
There we go. Nice.
Potential threat. Humanity bands together to eliminate.
Let's grab some stuff here.
Impressive.
Oh, multi-purpose axe. Love it.
Aid from afar.
Thanks, game. Just wanted one of those. Especially a 3-star axe, yeah. Yeah, never know we're gonna need one of those. Alright. Let's try to find one of these little alien dudes. There's all kinds. Oh, there's one right here. Alright, so let's take a look here. You can have a picture of an alien enemy 1. So we can take a camera picture. We must use the Pro Snapflex camera. We try to go photo mode off the main map screen. It's not going to work. The alien enemy can either be dead or alive. So 3 different types of aliens here in the game. We have the alien invaders, the guys in the power armor suits. We have the alien drones, which are the little robots, the flying around guys with the one eye. And of course, these alien enemies, in this particular case, are these little skinny guys. These are the guys that we want here for today. So let's grab our Pro Snapflex camera. We're going to make sure it has Toxic Alien at the top right hand corner of the screen, as we kind of see how it kind of disappears and moved away. Make sure it has that Toxic Alien right there. There we go. Take a camera picture of an alien enemy. 1 for 1 done. Now, if you check out the Jim McSteel YouTube channel, the very first video you're going to come across is how to get a Pro Snapflex camera. And if you're having any trouble or you're new to the game, you can definitely check out that video. If you so wish, it is all timestamped. I recommend you hanging on to your Pro Snapflex camera, because if you drop it by mistake, it will destroy itself. However, if you do accidentally do that, there are a couple ways you can get one back. So once when you get the Pro Snapflex camera for the very first time, you'll do a side quest called Bucket List, where you have to go around and take photographs. As you guys can tell, I've never completed it. But at the end of Bucket List, okay, you'll be able to pick up any broken Pro Snapflex camera around the wasteland, take it to a tinker's workbench, and fix it up, and then you get your Pro Snapflex camera back. The second way is right down here in White Springs. If you use the front door icon right here, there'll be random encounters that happen down here in White Springs, and it may take a couple days, it may take weeks, or even months for that particular random encounter to pop up. It's totally random, where you have to take a photo, and basically you'll get a Pro Snapflex camera back there as well. So just an FYI, there are ways to get it back, and it's just an FYI there. So let's go around here. We're gonna collect here. We were just kind of shooting at everything, and we were playing this game here. It's event. There we go. Pop up here. There we go. Who's that? Mask what? Mask Rumbler. Take it all, Jim. Just take it all, butts. Don't think about it. Just do it. All right, I think we're good. This guy here, like right in the water there. That's a pretty good little drone there. Oh yeah, get those rads, baby. All right, that's enough of that, Jim. Let's see what is next here. Okay, let's switch to a private server here, where it's a little quieter. I got to check if there's sound at my camp. Sorry about that. I usually like to do that when people are at the camp. I'll kind of check before I leave, but I don't think there was. I just kind of, it's fairly close to where we are, so I didn't see any white dots down there, but yeah, I usually like to kind of give people some time to go through the vendors. A lot of stuff in there and a lot of cheap stuff. See in the top right hand corner of the screen, this coming June 3rd again will be the update for Season 21, brand new Season Pass, and there'll be a maintenance break involved, so that could range anywhere from a half an hour to 3 hours past the usual time when you're allowed to log in, so just be prepared for that. I know last time we had a big update, it took forever. All right, good stuff. All right, let's continue on here. Go ahead, kill a Canine 5. So different types of canines here in the game. We have mongrels, so 6 of them up here at Aaronhold Homestead. There are 3 of them right here at the Green Country Lodge, just a little bit ways, like right here. Oh, don't want to fast travel. Right about here, when you go back towards where there's 3 of them right there. There are some wolves over here at Autumn Acre Cabins, 6 of them. Just north of Grafton, there's a little lookout up here. There's usually some wolves up there. If you're lucky enough to get on a server, there'll be an event called Leader of the Pack. Again, 3 packs of wolves. And at the end of that event, there'll be another event that pops up automatically. It'll be a wolf horde. And it's usually within this little area right here. Foxes, we can find foxes in between the Green Country Lodge and the Wayward, but again, it's a little random. Sometimes they're substitute with different type of animals, so FY, not 100% guarantee there. There's 4 foxes guaranteed here at Big Fred's Barbecue Shack. And of course, we do have the mutant hounds. Now, mutant hounds are also considered canine, so a couple here in Grafton. I believe there might be one here in the courtyard of Eastern Regional Penitentiary, at least one. There's one here in Grafton Dam, 6 to 12 between Grafton Steel and Grafton Steel Yard. A couple over here, Wade Airport. All kinds of them here at the West Tech Research Center, inside and outside. 2 of them here in Huntersville. And usually about 3 or 4 over here at the General Steakhouse. All right. So let's pop up here to Aaronhold Homestead here today. And we'll take care of the 6 mongrels that are up here. And these guys are pretty squishy. You can kill these guys any old which way if you have a couple grenades or Molotovs, what have you. Oh, the leader of the pack right there. Nice. ASAP. Instigated plasma caster. How about that? There we go. Kill a Canine 5 for 5. So that was pretty lucky actually. So there's usually only 6 mongrels here, but because Leader of the Pack just happened to pop up for us, which doesn't normally happen. It's not a thing. It's not a thing that happens all the time, but it can happen. Yeah, we were pretty lucky there. So there's a lot more canines around. That's pretty lucky because there's usually 2 in there and there's 1 upstairs up there. So there's at least 6 here anyway. So you can always try that out. Oh, look, they have these wolves around, mongrels, good stuff. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. Kill Blood Eagle 10. All right, good stuff. So again, Blood Eagles, we're looking for this particular type of icon right here. So in terms of real squishy guys, we have Crosshair, Twin Pine Cabins, Hunter's Ridge, good old Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it, starts down here, the Sludge Works, Roland's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, the Kill Box, Pigsty, Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, Seneca Gang Camp. I keep forgetting about mentioning this place up here. the Myers Eye inside that little cave there. Some blood eagles up there. Bloody Franks, may have mentioned that. And where are we at here? Crimson Prospect. Ripper Alley, maybe one or two there, not very many. Just name a couple of spots for you guys, all right? So let's go ahead here. We will need 10, so let's get in the Roland's labor camp. Let's do it. You can get a little nuts down here, but there's usually about 10 or 11 of them down here, but see what happens. We're in danger already, that's weird. Who's this? Settler Journeyman.
You better hope we don't capture you alive.
Oh, wow. See how I can get really hairy down here? Oh, we get the old Slayer up there. Is there anyone else down here? Don't think so. You just stay right there, Slayer boy. You're on fire. Get rid of this guy, this predator up here. There we go. Got him. Nice. Again, a little bit of a firefight down here, but it's, you know, it's fun to do once in a while. I think we got this guy over here, too. He's not here. There actually used to be 4 of them out in the road there way back in the day, for those of you who remember. So there used to be a lot more here back then. All right, let's take a look here. All right, let's head back to our camp, and we will take a look at the next one. Pretty much it for the ammo anyway. It's all that we really need. All right. Scrap junk to produce oil 5. So again, oil is a junk item where we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench. Go to Tinker's Workbench, you go ahead and go craft. Go bulk. Go down here to oil. So to bulk 1 oil, all you need is 2 plastic and 10 waste oil from your stash or scrap box. You go ahead, you bulk 1 oil, then you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. Also for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people that like to get things done quick and easy, the bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now, I do have a lot of videos here on the channel that I made in early 2023, and that's what the title is, Scrap Junk to Produce Oil. Now, you do got to watch the audio, because again, it's when I first started making videos, and I take you to a lot of places where we look for gas canisters and fuel tanks, so you can check out those videos if you so wish, if you're legitimately looking for oil. All right. We do have a camp resource available to us. It's this nodding donkey. I think we got this one here during the Skyline Valley update last year. Again, it will passively collect nuclear waste and waste oil. So it's a nice little camp resource to have there. It's pretty cool. All right, so let's go to a spot. One of my favorite spots to get oil. The WV Lumber Co. is pretty good. Blue Ridge Bunkhouse, Settlers Ridge. Right down here at Mount Blair Train Yard is a really good spot. Right up here where the triplets are, Toxic Larry's Meet and Go, great spot. Inside of Sugar Grove, once when you get inside Sugar Grove from the outside of the building, great spot for gas canisters and all that there. Just to name a couple of spots for you guys. And soap. When you go after soap, when you scrap soap, you'll get some oil there as well. And I do have a video I made here just last month on locations for soap. So we have the skeleton in a bathtub, which is directly south of New River Gorge Bridge East. We have a wheelbarrow, has about 7 soap up here at Darling Sisters Lab. We can get soap up of ghouls. Give you a couple examples for some soap if you go after scrap junk to produce oil that way. And actually, another pretty good spot here at Silva Homestead. There's a red barn up on the hill. Again, all kinds of fuel tanks and all that up there as well. So let's pop into WV Lumber & Co. here today. We haven't been up here for a while. And let's check it out here. Alright, so let's run in here. We're going to go right to this main building right here. Turn our light on so we can see what we're doing. Got these little fuel tanks here. Portable fuel tank. If we go under item, there we go. Portable fuel tanks, you can see there are 2 oil each, and then 1 fuel tank is just 2 oil there each as well. Pretty good. Another fuel tank here. I believe these aluminum canisters gives us oil there as well. Okay. Another one there. There's a couple of these guys here, these blow torches. They'll give us some oil there as well. So you can see there, 1 oil out of those guys. And yeah, upstairs in this building, as I mentioned, if I could find the how to get out of this place here. Right down here where those trailers are. There is a fuel tank right by the barbecue. Nice, right there. And actually, the first building that we passed, this kind of just popped in my head. Popped in my head. There's a couple gas canisters in this the garage that we first kind of flew over. Gas canister there. All right, good stuff. Let's go ahead and scrap this stuff up. And again, you can scrap this at any workbench at all. Any workbench is fine. I believe there's one in here. There we go. Blowtorch. Some fuel tanks here. There we go. Oil can. Portable fuel tank. Good stuff. Scrap junk to produce oil. Again, bulk and scrap method is where it's at. If you are short on time, but again, you can kind of do things the old-fashioned way. Nothing wrong with that either. All right. Consume alcoholic beverages, 5. So we can find alcoholic beverages in many, many great spots in and around the wasteland. Right here at WV Lumber & Co. Pretty good spot. The best spots here at the Wayward. So I find the 6 that are here at the Wayward are guaranteed. So there's 3 downstairs, 3 upstairs. Now, if you're a ghoul like myself, you will need a disguise to get inside. So for whatever reason, you need a disguise. But again, that is a really good spot. Guaranteed 6 there. The kill box is pretty good as well, where the blood eagles are at. So you can go after your blood eagles there, and then go in. It's on the main level, and it's in the big dining room area. And there's usually some alcoholic beverages there as well. You can buy alcoholic beverages from the vendors down at White Springs Mall. You can use the north entrance, brings you right down to the mall. You can use the front door entrance too. It's just an additional loading screen to get down to the mall. Either way, you're going to end up in the same spot. But down at the mall, I usually find the Raider vendor sells the most alcoholic beverages. But I think each vendor does sell maybe one or two, but I find the Raider vendor, for me anyway, I usually find he has a lot on him. Alright, so seeing how we are here at WV Lumber & Co. There's usually some right outside here. Oh, there's just bottles here today. It's bottles. Alright. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to go to the main building here. Alright. We're going to go right inside to where the office is at. And again, this is totally random. Like, there's sometimes I come here and I have all kinds of luck. Okay, all kinds of her. And then other times I come here, there's not much luck. So there's Oak Collar Lager there. Just regular beer bottles. There's an Old Possum there, nice. Just regular beer bottle. And again, just kind of take a look around. This is a good spot to get oil as well. As you can see, we have these used oil cans. There's oil canisters around. There's a nice little magazine right here. Nice, that's awesome. Let's head upstairs here. They have a nice little area up here as well.
There isn't someone else you can go.
Now, if you ever come across a Nuka-Cola Dark, Nuka-Cola Dark is also an alcoholic beverage as well. And we're not having great luck here today. Oh, this one right there, nice. It's a little whiskey, and again, it's a little bit more random here. Alright, good stuff. Alright, so we're going to head back to the camp, and I'm going to show you a camp resource here real quick. Alright, so there is a camp resource that we have available to us. I've never seen it in the Atomic Shop. It was only available a couple of season passes ago, and it was this brewing vat. And it will passively collect fermentable version of alcoholic beverages, but these will count towards the daily challenge. Let's grab this fermentable beer, and we will drink the fermentable beer just to show you. There you go, consuming alcoholic beverage 5 for 5, just like that. And you can also craft your own beer, alcoholic beverages if you so wish, as long as you have the recipe for them. If you have a brewing station and or a fermenter, but all you really need is a brewing station, okay? And you can get a brewing station by completing the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. I have that quest here right on the channel. You can check that out if you so wish. It is all time-stamped, just in case you run into a little problems, because it can be a little glitchy, all right? And if you have a brewing station, you just kind of open it up. And again, I recommend the fermentable beer because you only need boiled water, corn, razor grain, and wood. All right. And all you can do is craft a couple of those and drink them. The only thing about the fermentable version of alcoholic beverages, as you saw there, you do get quite a bit of rads. So see there, 29 rads for the fermentable version. All right. We are done just like that, Jim. Nice. Nicely done. All right, weapon of the day here, Jim. Again, not the most powerful weapon out there, but it's kind of fun to use once in a while. The Anti-Armor Blue Ridge Focus Laser Rifle, plus 50% armor penetration, plus 50% critical damage, when reloading gain plus 250 ballistic damage and energy damage resistance. It's Anti-Armor Vital Resilient. I'm trying to get a VATS optimized, but we'll see what happens here. Refined Beta Wave Tuner, True Sniper Barrel, Precise Stock, Reflex Sight Circle, Beam Focuser, Blue Ridge Paint. Love this paint on this weapon. It just looks fantastic. 61 electrical damage, 31 fire damage, 69 fire damage for 3 seconds. Fusion cells, and it's charging. Yeah, rock and roll. And again, just a basic rifleman build here, nothing real special. So under perception, we have rifleman, expert rifleman, master rifleman, all maxed out. We have tank killer, concentrated fire, arms of steel, arms keeper, bandolier, Fireproof, Tenderizer, Suppressor, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, these random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. Legendary perk cards, they don't change for me, they stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can tell, they're all maxed out. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Jew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John DJ59, Picker, Benny Bunny, Grin Trutnow, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.